Ah, I heard this song before. That's crazy. Oh, that's gross. That's gross. That's disgusting. I'll explain that in a second, but we'll let the song play for a minute. Trying to get the music right, the audio right. Alright, I think I'm good to start. Mentally prepared, mentally fortified. Good to start off the day just right, you know. Today is January 13th, Thursday. It's 2022. It's lovely. The day is great. Hope your day is doing horribly. Just terrible, you know. I hope your computer crashed. I hope your Wi-Fi just got back on from from uh currently being from previously being disabled, you know. I wish you had no internet until now because of a terrible power outage at the Wi-Fi facility. I hope your Wi-Fi provider, I hope your provider's satellites were shot down by a missile from North Korea, and you just now got your Wi-Fi back because you switched providers. I hope you like the new setup. This is it's a little bit. It's the same one from the last video that I made, but with slight tweaks. You can definitely see GDSS. You know, that's just a dude on the side street. Thought I just shortened it down. You know, I don't need the whole thing up. I don't even need the logo the shitty logo I made. I got the music that I'm listening to on the bottom left. I don't really know how loud it is, but I don't think it has to be that loud. And then I got the creator of the wallpaper in the background. So in the bottom right, you can see the creator, Buey. You search this up on Wallpaper Engine. This is a fantastic wallpaper. I use it all the time, and it encapsulates the coziness of whatever feeling you get in a winter cabin. It's just nice, just right. All right. The weather outside is not looking that good. It's kind of gloomy. There is some snow, but like a lot of dead grass. It looks like it just rained, actually. Let me see here. Yeah, it looked like it just rained. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. I'm not really sure. You know, being a university student and having to take online classes, I kind of just zone out from the outside world and just kind of focus here on the inside. And and it's really strange, you know. I've been thinking about this, like everything that you do here feels so normal and natural, right? And then you get accustomed to it, and then once you get right back outside into social settings, and you get placed in situations where you have to like order, you know, your first takeout meal, whatever, and you haven't done it in a while. You kind of forgot. So like at least for me, I was put on the spot the first time. I'm like, ah, shit, what do I want? Even though I decided it a moment ago. Wanted some nice poutine, nice poutine with extra cheese. Hold the gravy, hold the cheese. So just really fries. Fries, no salt. I'd rather have the fries be uncooked and uncut. So just a potato would do. I don't know what I'm on about, but yeah, you get that feeling. Yeah, like I've gone to a bookstore. I gotta turn down this music. God damn. Hold on. There we go. Maybe I put some lo-fi. Maybe the music's a little bit too quiet now. Who knows? Who cares? I know I'm gonna be enjoying it. That's all that matters. Yeah, but as I was saying, like you go out to do normal things after being like inside for so long, and it's just so uncomfortable. You have to get right back into that flow. I was thinking about this earlier. Like, you could talk. You can Discord or call people. I mean, you can. I think the one caveat is face. Excuse me, I had to burp. Oh my god. The one caveat, right? It's like FaceTiming. You know, like FaceTime, you need to be face to face. It's kind of like awkward or whatever if you don't do it often. But if you only call, like voice call and text, the moment you go out to meet that person, it's kind of awkward. I know it just can't be me. I know I'm an awkward dude and all, but you know, it can't just be me who feels that way, where it's kind of unnatural to feel that awkward because you theoretically talk to that person for so long. I don't know. Kind of overthinking about it. And there's also like other things that I kind of got here, but I'll bring it up slowly. I do want to bring up some kind of news from the past, right? Let me switch to lo-fi though. By past, I mean like recently. So, now I hate to bring this up so early, but I think I should. There is a great comedian that passed away a couple days ago, maybe even a week from now. It is January 14th, so I don't know where that hits in the time frame. Like being inside, everything kind of meshes together, so like all the days are kind of the same, which is sad in its own right. But you know, whatever. Great comedian Bob Saget recently passed away. He like came from a gig that he had. You know, he went up to perform in front of like I think 250 people, something like that. And he came back to his hotel, and then, well, presumably he died of natural causes. No foul, no like managing of his own demise. So like, I think that I've yet to see if there's any reports on how he died, but he died in his hotel room at the age of 61 or 63. And I don't know if I talked about this before, but him and this other guy named Norm Macdonald, I think I mentioned him in the other podcast, but he also died as well. Great comic. I wish I could have seen him. You know, he was arguably like old. He's on the older side, but he definitely had many years in front of him, like Bob Saget. Unless he had an illness that he also hid, like Norm Macdonald, because Norm Macdonald had a cancer. Not even his best friends knew. Only like an odd few people knew about his illness, and he passed away of natural causes, obviously. The other one's still unknown. They've yet to find out. But if you don't know Bob Saget, he's the guy who made Full House, and if you don't know that, I don't know what to tell you. Full House is like a really popular sitcom back in 1980s to 2000s. I don't know how long it ran, but my parents, my friends, and some other people that I know have talked about this show, and you know, I've seen some clips. So it's not what I would watch, but it's definitely good in its own right, like in its own genre. It's not my type of genre, but anything with a comedian, I just immediately respect, or a good comedian, that is. And in light of the other comedy, I guess news, I watched Norm Macdonald's recent 30-minute special. I don't know if it's a special, but 30-minute like routine on Netflix. Shit was good. Shit was bomb, like the bomb. It was joke after joke. I kind of just enjoyed it. I didn't laugh like hard, because I mean I feel like it's hard to laugh at home rather than it is outside. It's quite strange. But Norm Macdonald, great, had a great stand-up routine. You should check it out on Netflix if you do have Netflix. What else? Louis C.K. I know he's not like the best in the public eye, but he's still a great comedian. You know, well respected for his jokes and how he can formulate jokes formulate his own thoughts. He dropped a new special that he's selling. I haven't really gotten to watch it because it's behind a paywall. I don't really want to pay, you know. Man's got other things to worry about like food and university. So I'm just waiting till the free clips come out. But you know, from what I've seen, it's really good. I mean, I'm not uh, just to put it out there, I'm not like for his jacking off in front of women, but yeah, he's still a good comedian. You gotta give some respect. It's not easy making people laugh, at least when they're expecting to laugh as well. I think that's really it for comedy news. Is it? Formulating. There was a Shane Gills special that came out, but that was like a while ago. I watched it like four times already. It was really good, well put together. Shane Gills as well. I should probably put these things up on screen because I have the technology for that. Okay, let me. Shane Gills. Special. Okay. Here is the first one, Monsieur. Oh, let me put that title away. There you go. Here's the first one. See, it's purple. I've already watched it. It's really good. Recommend it. Mark Normand. This man's been on the up slowly. He's made it. Special? Yeah, I think it's probably a special. And it's behind the scenes. I don't know. I don't know if it's this one right here. When I'm like hovering over. It's definitely this one. Stand-ups season 3. I didn't watch any of the other stand-ups, but other than Mark Normand. So I can't really tell you how good the rest is, but it's at least the Mark Normand one I enjoyed. And he tries to find a way to talk about risque topics. It's kind of nice. I've always enjoyed watching like just honest people go up and talk. They have a different vibe. It doesn't feel as fake, obviously, because they're being genuine. You know, there's a great comedian, Mr. Patrice O'Neill, that does it eloquently. He just talks out of his ass. Not really. He talks about thoughts with great reasoning, great examples, metaphors, whatever, to portray that thought, and it's really good. I'm gonna quit rambling about comedy, but yeah, the one thing I wanted to talk about was Bob Saget's death, and God may he rest. I'm not religious, but may his soul be protected. You know, would not want him to be harmed in any way in the afterlife if there is one. There was a thing that I thought was bizarre that I saw on Instagram. Oh, Joe Rogan's trending right now. Coalition thanks physicians. Oh yikes! I don't know why people think he's spreading misinformation. If people watch Joe Rogan's or listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience, if they just listen to it, like it's maybe it's spreading misinformation in some regard because it's all like a fluent conversation and you're not always totally correct with what you say in conversation, but it's definitely a good way to hear like practitioners of whatever field and like just kind of listen to their thought process, the reasonings behind what they feel and what they think, and the various what's the word? It's the word. The various points and concepts, ideas that just that that pertain to the certain topic that they're talking about. That shit ain't what does it say? Misinformation? That shit ain't misinformation. Blah, 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 blah. Man, should not read. Should probably just like know this by heart. But why was I talking about this before? I have no idea. That's besides the point. The real weird thing that I saw on Instagram was Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, let me put this up. Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are now engaged. Yeah, here it is. Oh, that's ew. There you go. See that lovely photo? Oh boy. Don't you just love embarrassing photos being taken? It's like an e-boy and like a Snapchat, an Insta girl right here. She got thick ass eyebrows. Goddamn, that shit is not natural. She kind of that looks fake. Her face looks so fake. How old is Megan Fox? Megan Fox's age. 35? Really? Thought she'd be older. Machine. Oh, that's not bad. This guy definitely scored. I think this guy, he's he's the one guy that he got dissed by fuck. He got dissed by Eminem and then switched genres. He's like a rapper and now he's like a what does he do now? He genre hip hop, pop, rap, rock, pop, punk. Oh god. Hip hop, pop, rap, rock, pop, punk. Ugh. What a genre. He had low sales. So he's a pop punk now. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Well, these guys got engaged or married. MGK went from weed to I am weed to I am wed. Why is that a thing? Did he state that? Man, the last time I saw Megan Fox in anything was like Transformers. I don't even think she had good acting in that one. She just looked hella pretty. Hella hot. Oh boy. What the fuck is going on here? Look at this gif. Look at this right here. Why? I'll put that away before it gets like copyright struck or whatever. Yeah, but good on for him. She's a very pretty woman. He got a weird ass hairstyle though. Very strange. I feel like to become a really good artist, you just gotta be really weird. Gotta be really strange. In just how you do shit. How you do shit, what you wear, how you think of the world. I don't know, man. Let me go on. There hasn't been much in like MMA news, which kind of sucks. I think Nate Diaz Nate Diaz versus what was that recent guy that Dustin Poirier. They're fighting UFC 272. When will that be? Let me go on here. There's no date. That sucks. No date. 5 round, not title. Yeah, it's like a side gig for them. Not right. They're not really fighting for a title. Welterweight. Yeah, they don't have any. Maybe it's like a non-confirmed fight. I'm not really sure, but hopefully Dustin Poirier versus Nate Diaz. This is gonna be a thing because I recently saw, I think before Khabib retired, Max Holloway versus Khabib was gonna be a thing, and then Max Holloway didn't reach the weight limit. He couldn't cut down the amount of fat that they wanted in the time frame, and the fight was canceled. I'm pretty sure this fight will go through, but let's see. Oh, they had a 2000 UFC fight in 2018, but that one was canceled. I wonder for what reason. Nate Diaz versus Dustin Poirier is not happening. Oh, that's a video.
Dustin Poirier, Nate Diaz.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Guys,
whoa,
let's pay
whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down there. Calm down. This guy's really feeling that it's not happening. So whatever. Nate Diaz, not Nate Diaz. Though, if you didn't watch the fight, which was like 2 months ago, well, you probably don't follow MMA, but what's this guy's name? I don't know his full name. Oliveira. His name is Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier. That was a hell of a fight. It was like fighting for lightweight champion. I'm not really sure. Oh boy. Should really have done my. No, it's really just coming off the top of my head. They were fighting for a title, right? And to just give you the summarization, Oliveira ended up winning in, I think, the second round through TKO or KO. By tap out, because Dustin Poirier was put into a triangle head choke, I think. Reverse triangle head choke. I don't know how that would work. That picture's Oliveira versus Poirier. A rear triangle choke. Some shit like that. I don't really want to put the video up. But yeah, Dustin had to tap out because he was put into this very odd choke. Yeah, so Dustin Poirier was standing and Oliveira was like on his back, and Oliveira had his whole arm under Dustin Poirier's like neck, and Dustin Poirier was trying to stay up so that he didn't go down to the ground, because then Oliveira would have further cemented his chokehold. But I guess he like got that chokehold in and put Dustin Poirier's head in like this triangle lock. I don't know any of the specific terminologies, the fucking semantics of MMA, but Oliveira got Poirier's head in like this triangle headlock while he was on his back, while he was on Dustin Poirier's back, while Dustin Poirier was standing, and eventually just Dustin had to tap out because he couldn't get out. And goddamn, I didn't even expect it. I thought I wanted Dustin Poirier to win because he's just I've seen him like go up steadily in achieving such level, such skill in fighting, and I mean, he didn't give a bad fight, so I'm not really complaining. God, I know people who watch this not gonna like MMA, but yeah, you definitely should watch it. It's cool. It's definitely boring at times because people fight really like safe. Like they'll do like a kick, they'll stand there, they'll look at each other, and just no one will throw the first punch because they're scared of getting hit. Other ones are insane. Like if you search up Max Holloway, and this is gonna be stupid, but Max Holloway Super Saiyan mode or some shit like that. You'll see him like get into like a bare knuckle fight with his opponent. I don't really know who, because I didn't watch the fight. I just saw the highlights. Or you search up Israel Adesanya, and you'll see like really good clips, because like the precision, the technique that these guys use mid fight, I would never be able to do it. Never. Unless like I took a class. I started training now. I'm like I wouldn't be able to do it otherwise. Aside from that, that's MMA. I don't really want to talk about MMA no more, because there really isn't shit about it right now. There's definitely talks. This is something completely different, but there's definitely talks that like there's a light speed or a close to light speed engine being made by NASA. Though I'm 100% sure this shit ain't real. NASA light speed engine. Let's see. Brighter side. Oh, I guess it is real, but it's kind of old. NASA genius invents engine concept that travels at 99% the speed of light. This is amazing. Like I'm going into aerospace, so it's kind of like my mojo. It's really interesting stuff. Anything to do with space and spacecrafts. But as the title entails, there's apparently a method for light speed travel. It's called the helical engine. Would be to travel to distant stars far quicker than any existing tech, according to NASA engineer Dr. David Burns. It's pretty cool. Though whether or not it actually works, that's besides me. I did read, I think from one of the other sites, that I think Elon Musk is helping in this endeavor. Let me see. Elon Musk light speed travel. Elon Musk light speed travel with NASA. They say they finally revealed it, but I don't really. Okay, what is? Nope. 100%. I think it's untrue, because there's not many articles about this. But I do hold hope. I think that's like a very cool concept. I'd like to be in the age where I could just travel to a different solar system, or be in the age of where like a colony has already been settled on a distant planet, or maybe on Mars, I guess, as Elon Musk really wants. But hold on. Just revealed. Let me see this. Oh shit! I probably have to mute this. There is no way it was just revealed, man. Yeah, nah. This is cap. That's besides the point. You know. I got like a little book here, and like one of the notes is just stop bullshitting. Stop being phony. You art, just act natural. Just do everything so naturally, dog. Just go with the flow. Yeah, I really despise like lies, right? So I see something like this, it's making me hyped up for something that may not even exist yet, of course. Genuinity is something I talked about last time in the last video. And it's something on my mind always. Am I thinking in this moment very genuinely? Am I am I being true to how I really feel? Like that gut feeling that's kind of like I pushed it down because that's like the easiest way to get through to like through a situation. It's very peculiar. And then you said this like to discern, well, where am I truly genuine? How am I truly genuine? And in what way can I make myself more genuine? Is that even genuine? Because I feel like that's forcing it at that point. Then you get into a loop and you don't know which way's up, which way's down. Oh boy. I recently got to watch. Ooh, I didn't. I know I definitely didn't talk about this. Spider-Man, the new No Way Home. No, or Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man. Spider-Man No Way Home. That's the newest one. One different Spider-Mans. Oh shit. That's a spoiler. Spoilers. Spoilers. I recently got to watch it. You know, I got a chance to watch Spider-Man No Way Home. And, you know, I was very lucky. I was very, 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 very lucky. I got a chance. I got a chance to be a Spider-Man in the No Way Home movie, but they disapproved of the way I tried to web swing in the end. I guess they weren't looking for my type of web fluid, you know, my type of white fluid. It was I might have been which appendage was swinging, or the fluid just wasn't sticky enough. I don't know. Maybe I had to wait a little bit before, you know, the swinging action. You know, just stockpile the white fluid, but I don't know, man. It sucks. They took me out of the cut, obviously. That's why you don't see me there in the No Way Home. The movie was fantastic. The movie was really good. It not the best. I don't know. I don't understand how people saw it as the best ever. Cause it definitely had flaws. I got bored. Not bored. I had questions at points like how like okay, this is an end credit scene, so beware. I'm putting it out there. I'm making sure. Are you good? You're probably good now. Um, in the end credit scene, Venom, like Venom happens to be there with I want to say Tom Hanks. I don't remember the guy's name. Venom actor. I'm gonna pull it up just out of respect for him. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy appears there with Venom, the Venom symbiote, and then like they get transported back to their universe, but the Venom symbiote stays. Right now, it doesn't make sense because I like you'd think like everything from their own universe would go back to their universe if you saw the ending. Like that's what's supposed to happen, but like that little piece of it kind of sticks around. And my friend was saying, you know, maybe it's because the symbiotes don't care about which dimension they're in. It's all the same. They're all part of the same hive mind, so there's no difference between one dimension and another. And oh my god, I sound oh my I'm getting too nerdy, but you know, that was one question. Like how the hell does that even work? Then another one was like, it kept going like sad, and I tried to make you laugh and then bring you back to sad, like uh, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, like Aunt May dies. Again, spoilers if you're fucking stupid. Aunt May dies, and where is that? Yeah. So Tom Holland's Spider-Man dies, and then you know he runs away because like boo-hoo, like his aunt died, his only family died, and then it like transports like, and then the next scene is like MJ and the Ned like messing around with the Doctor Strange's fucking ring, getting all the Spider-Man, and then it's like a kind of like funny take with like all the guys coming in. It was super hype in the movie theater, and it was like it was a good transition, and then it just went back to depressing Tom Holland, and there was like a weird disconnect. I felt like I didn't know whether to be sad or happy or or laugh or because like the scene before it happened to be funny, and then the next scene was trying to be funny but also sad at this. It was I thought it was a mess. It was like a little wink wonk in the, in the writing of the film. But in its entirety, it was a great film. Definitely put it under Infinity War out of all the Marvel movies. And is there another one? Nothing beats Deadpool. Deadpool 1. Deadpool 1's definitely like my one of my favorites. And Logan. Logan is my top superhero movie because that shit is not like a superhero movie. That's like very realistic, and I like that. It's like very gritty, and it had like I was so emotionally invested in it. Like in the end, I was like you know. I'm not gonna spoil Logan. That one's a genuinely like solid movie from start to finish. And I know it's not Marvel. Now it is, because like all the rights and shit. But it wasn't before. Yeah, let me see what it has on Rotten Tomatoes now. Spider-Man No Way Home. It has a 8.8 on IMDb, 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 98% audience score. For a time, it had like 100 apparently. I saw on Instagram. Neither here or there. It was definitely cool how they got all the previous characters to come in, and like how they used time and the bitterness of the different Spider-Mans, like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. You know, I like how they use the bitterness of those characters like over time. So like of just fighting these guys, he got sick of them and eventually killed them, and then used the exact moment before they died to transport them. So it didn't really affect the other two movies and in their continuation, and it actually helped empower the story of this movie, the No Way Home. I feel like they went all out with the story in No Way Home. Like I saw Far From Home, and that's that movie was okay at best. It was meh. I didn't really enjoy it. I had a very yikes situation trying to watch the first time. I only got like halfway through, so I had to like watch it again so I was prepared for this movie. And it was still like okay. It was I'm glad I picked to watch that movie when I did. Because if I did any other movie, it would probably ruin the experience. I'd be half spoiled, and like a movie like Wolf of Wall Street. I was like watching that movie with a friend of mine, and then like it just got so late, and we were so tired that we just left. But yeah, the Far From Home movie definitely ain't it, bro. It's not my cup of tea. Homecoming was okay too. It was not the worst. I was joking around with my friends like Spider-Man, far from Allah, far from God, no way to Allah, because they're just like really religious, you know. And I like poking fun at them. I mean, it's interesting. I was like, I had like various. I always have thoughts about God, even though I don't like necessarily believe in a single one. I love questioning it though. Like, I asked this to my Muslim friends. Does like God have any attachment? You know, does he get attached to the things he creates? Did he even name us? Because I know for us, I know it's not good, and it's not comparing that of an all-knowing God, an all-seeing God, an all-powerful God, to a human or a pig or a monkey is not the same. But to the way I know attachment, the moment you give it a name, you want to see how it plays out, you know? Or you start imbuing emotions onto it just from our own biological wiring. And if God is some sort of biological creature, if it gives us a name, then I can understand how it watches over us. But for a God to be a God, I believe it has to have like no attachment to anything it creates or it created. I don't even think a God could create it. More like it's a part of everyone's being. And I can explain that further, but I'm not willing to spew out all my beliefs, you know. I'm not no Jehovah's Witness or Christian, God forbid. Oh my! I recently got a thing on Facebook asking if I wanted to join like a religious meeting at the university I go to. And you know, I just always feel icky when I'm like offered that kind of chance, because I feel like it's gonna happen again and again and again if I say yes. And the person happened to be Christian. It's not like, you know, I'm like bullying. I don't need to explain myself. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Yeah, but you know, some interesting thoughts. I'm sure other people have sort of thoughts like that too. But it's neither here or there. It doesn't really affect me. It's just something I like asking. I think I got a decent answer from my Muslim friends. I'd like to meet a Jew. Just want to put it out there. If you're Jewish, holla at me, bro. I should probably put my Instagram. Hold on. I'll put my Instagram afterwards. No, not afterwards. I'll do it now. I'm gonna do it now. Yeah, if you'd like to follow me, my Instagram is this Fultra _ Oh, oops. Instagram. At Fultra _ Yeah. If you like what I do, drop a follow. Yo, this is like, I hate advertising, man. It feels so disingenuous. I mean, okay, that's the best I can do for now. I'll probably switch it up later. I'll probably put like an icon and some bullshit. For now, that's what you're getting. There you go. And let me see what else I have here. Cause I'm like running through my thoughts, cause I write this shit all down, you know. I recently saw on in the newspaper. I read my hometown newspaper, or not my hometown. I read my town newspaper, and I saw this. It's quite interesting, you know. We got into this point of progressiveness, and you know, there's nothing more progressive than seeing the races rob a pharmacy together. You know, you got blacks, you got whites. They're coming together now to rob a pharmacy, and there's something so wholesome about that. You know, something so progressive. You just love to see it. You know, it's like having a man and a woman rob a store together. That's very progressive. I think progressiveness started in the 1970s with Bonnie and Clyde. You know, I don't even know if that time frame is right. When did Bonnie and Clyde commit crimes? 1930s. My bad. Damn, we've been progressive for a long time then. No. They were definitely racist in that time. 100%. Oh boy. I think that's like gender progression. Yeah. Definitely genderly progressive at that time. quite interesting things, you know. And I've had this book. I was talking about like storytelling, and you have to get to the point every time you want to tell a story. But I never have a point. I just like telling the story. But then, like, you know, you get to the point where like no one wants to listen to you, so kind of just now you gotta make a point to every story. It's sad. Why can't I tell a story? You know. Oh. Oh. This this is the last thing I'm gonna bring up, cause I'm running out of water. My yeah, I can't believe the amount of times you need to drink water throughout these sort of things, or you just talk. You just talk at random. The last thing I wanted to bring up, that's one of my thoughts, was that it's very strange that we've developed this form of communication that is texting. You know, you send a letter from one person to another almost instantaneously, and it's gotten to the point where now people prefer to text. They prefer to text rather than to have a face-to-face conversation. Now then you say, oh, they're just introverted, they're just shy. But that's not the point. That's like saying that's like saying you like putting peanut butter on bread instead of just having toasted bread and putting peanut butter on that. Having a verbal conversation is so much better. It adds so much flavor. Like I could have my enunciation, my pronunciation, like add flavor to my conversation. I'm not a rapper, but you know, and then you like come to texting, and it's like having just stale bread with like peanut butter that don't melt, just chunky peanut butter, and now I have to make myself seem like I'm enunciating the words on paper, and it ain't as heartfelt as a letter, cause that a letter shows true emotion. A text message shows a bland, robotic response, in my opinion. At least that's how I see it. And you know, we then like look at these texts and then imagine their voices in our head, as if that's not crazy. You know? You tell someone else, "Oh, I hear the voices in my head." In like the 1930s, people would think you need psychiatric help. It's quite interesting. It's just, I just wanted to point it out there before I like, you know, I end anything, and you know that kind of leads into to something like you know, texting a girl, or texting a dude that you're really into, and that you can fumble a bag only because they interpreted whatever you sent differently than how you meant it. I used to be so rude, apparently, when I texted. And I don't understand. I'm not rude now, and I haven't changed anything. I was more like the people just know me more. But, like, it's like having someone interpret it one way even though you meant it another, and it like messes a whole bunch of shit up with how you want to talk. And it's just the worst when you fumble, especially when you're trying to talk to a girl and you really like them, or you think they're cute or whatever. Or if you're into dudes, I guess it works that way too, but it's not the same. I feel like a dude, you gotta like pull up more. You gotta have, you gotta make sure you have a personality and you're good at talking and texting. That's hard. I can't do both. I can do good at talking, not good at texting. That's for sure. When you fumble that back, it makes it awkward, cause then now like you can't like fix it through dialogue. You have to like, I don't even know how you would like bounce back. You would have to like well, what I do is I confuse them to the point where I unfumbled the bag. But it does some fumbling, of course. Like It makes it just so like, ah, this person's weird to talk to. But then, like with enough time, it kind of just goes away. So it's not as bad. And I know this from experience because I recently fumbled the bag like that. Oh boy, that's a fun feeling. Feel defeated for a night, and then the next day, you're like fine. And then like 2 days later, you realize you didn't actually fumble the bag that hard, as hard as you thought, and it all works out in the end. And ain't that the best? Ain't that the best feeling? Just end up finding out that it just worked out in the end. I sure do. And speaking of endings, I'm gonna end it here. Wow, what a lovely transition and transition. Think if I transition things like so well, right? Like if I just start transitioning things like to the point where it's like you don't even see it, can I say that I'm trans? I'm gonna shut up. Okay. My name is Alex Aguilar. I know I just said something really dumb like a second ago. Bear with me. I don't mean it. Okay. It's a really bad joke. It probably bombed. But bear with me. My name is Alex Aguilar. Welcome to the Just a Dude on the Side Street. There's my Instagram. You can see the creator on the bottom right. You can see the music I'm listening to the bottom left. Hope you liked the background, cause I enjoy looking at it every day with my good old desktopo arrostapo. Okay. I'm Alex Aguilar once again. Thank you for listening in, and I hope you enjoyed. Till next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.